Hey guys, how you doing? Sydney Brown here. It is 11:28, so I don't know how many of you I'm gonna catch this late at night. I decided I'm gonna do something. After going to Dallas and having our quarterly event, and then kind of all the good things that are kind of dropping in my way. A lot of people complain because the bad things drop in their path, and so I want to do good things for other people when good things drop in my path. So I kind of started thinking, what if I started, like, maybe what if I offered like free leadership skills course, and what if I, because I'm a project manager by day, I don't know if you know that, what if I offered a free course and gave people who were willing to try and gave an earnest attempt, not like a BS lame, just to get your foot in the door, whatever. But if you're actually willing to try, if you're willing and you're hungry, here's the thing, and this is something, and I'm not making this up, but you may already know this. This is what they say. I hate to even say it because it makes me sad. 70% of us, me, you, I don't know who it's gonna be, 70% of us are gonna die broke. That sucks. It sucks bad, honestly, it just sucks bad. But 70% of us are gonna die broke. And I don't want to be in that. I just don't. I work my ass off. I don't know. I assume you do too. But you might be one of the people who coast. You might be one of the people who things come easy to. I don't know who you are. Maybe you're like me. I consider myself what they call a 27%er. And I'll tell you about the 27% in a second. So the bad news is 70% of us will die broke. 3% are just so freaking blessed. You crap gold. Everything you do just turns to gold. Everything is wonderful. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just gonna happen in your favor. The bad thing is, if you get into network marketing or something like that, you can't duplicate it. So you might do well, but then everybody you bring into a company is going to suffer because they're not going to do what you do. And I spent actually a lot of years experiencing that, and it actually made me stop doing network marketing because I couldn't figure out why I was getting success and the people that I was bringing in weren't getting success. And it wasn't that I was all that special, just because I promise you I'm not. It was just that I had spent more years training. I had spent, a lot of years in training, and they just hadn't yet. And what we need is to find systems, keyword systems, that will be easy to follow, that the normal people who have not had years of training can still do. You know what I mean? That they can still do, and they can still follow and still succeed. And that is something that we're doing right now. It's been a really great process. So I keep shifting. My cat is trying to jump up in my lap, and before a great big black and white tuxedo cat ends up in my lap, I'm just trying to shift a little bit because he is aggressively loving. Aggressive. Yeah, he is. Oh God, he's coming up here. Let me actually just see if I'll point that way. Can you see him? There he is. Yep, there he is. Hi, Pip. Hey, Pip. Oh, that's all he needed. He doesn't love me. He just wanted to have his ears rubbed. Yep, that's all he needed. Ugh. Look at that. Yep. Oh my gosh. He says, I don't care about you. I just wanted my ears rubbed. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, life is good when you have someone with some fake fingernails and you like your ears rubbed. So he loves me so much because I rub his ears. Yeah, it's good to know I'm needed for something. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So there's 70%. They're gonna just sadly, sorry, no matter what you do, because you're either not listening, you're not digesting, you're not doing. There's any number of reasons why, but the 70% are going to die broke. And the 70% are good people. They're good people. I could be a 70%er. I hope I won't be. I am determined not to be. Sorry, I got cat fur in my nose now. But I am determined not to be a 70%er. But they're good people. There's nothing wrong with 70%ers. So when we say 70%ers, it's not like they're bad people. It just means that they're not listening. They're not willing to go outside of their comfort zone. You know, I've talked to people and I've said, you know, I get it. I get something is hard to do, but you're going to have to. You're going to have to. You know, let's I'm going to make up a scenario. This, you know, let's pretend. Let's pretend you're at a pool and it's cold water and I say jump in the pool because you have to control your body. You have to control. You have to be in control. You're the one. You're the boss. You, not your brain, not your subconscious, you have to control things. And until you are in control, then your subconscious is in this little itty bitty reptilian brain, you know, effed up, controlled situation. But you have to take back control and you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and you have to decide, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, whatever it is, you know. Some people it's taking a shot of apple cider vinegar. We have a really great berberine apple cider vinegar shot, and it's on their sister company actually, but we have one and it's so good. The taste can be a little you know, at first if you're not used to it, but if you're not used to it, you might just like sip at it. You can't sip at it. It's a shot. Take it as a shot and then chase it with water. You know, if it were vodka, you drink the damn thing. But if it's apple cider vinegar, you're gonna act like it's too much. You know, why do we think that we can do a shot of tequila or a shot of vodka, but we can't do a shot of apple cider vinegar? I don't get that. But the same thing, you know, like Tony Robbins, you know, I could be wrong, but I believe that I remember this correctly. he gets out. I think he does it in his pool, or it might be, I don't know where he does it exactly, but I believe he does every morning. He does this polar bear thing, and he gets out and he, you know, gets up, does his exercises, and he does this polar bear plunge where he shocks his body, because somehow or another, and I don't know the science of it, I probably should research it a little bit, but it's actually good for your body to shock it from normal temperature to really cold. I think that's maybe a little bit crazy, but it's also, as long as it doesn't hurt you, it's also a mind over matter test. And to me, that's the biggest thing, because when a person is willing to walk step into a pool without hesitation, knowing that it is so cold, and you don't hesitate because your mind is telling you, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, then you know I'm in control. Whatever I decide, whatever I say I'm going to do, by God, I'm going to do. If you can be that in control of yourself, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. You know, if you can be the person who jumps into a pool, it's a little bit easier that way, because honestly, it's one step. Because if you do it in 2, 3, 4 steps or whatever, it's a little bit harder, because like if you sip a shot, it's tougher when you have to crawl into it than if you just jump. But either way, as long as your mind is in control, and as you are deciding it, and you are taking control over your decisions, and you are following through on something that's good for you and your future, that's what you need to do. And that, to me, is one of those things that I'm just sitting here thinking, why can't we all do that? Why do we live in this fear? I mean, and I'm not judging people, because I did it too. And honestly, there would still be situations today. I mean, I'm not saying, like, you know, if somebody said, stick your hand in the fire and it won't burn, if they promised me it wouldn't burn, if it looks like fire, I'm still going to say, yeah, screw you, dude, because I'm going to be like, it's fire. So we still fight our subconscious, our mind. We still have to figure out, what do we have to do to control? What's the difference? You know, that fight or flight thing that was built in us to protect us all those, you know, centuries ago, when when we were meant to protect ourselves literally from death. And it's not really fight or flight anymore. It's not meant to save us from death anymore. Yet we live and let ourselves stay in that fear. So when we know that something isn't going to kill us, when we know that we're just uncomfortable with something, I'm just uncomfortable. I'm just uncomfortable saying something to someone. Yeah, it might make me a millionaire one day, but I'm uncomfortable. Why the hell do we still let it stop us? I mean, I still do it too, so I'm not judging anyone. I'm saying it out loud, you know. I'm better every day, but I still struggle with it. I mean, I think until everyone's a millionaire, I think all of us will have those struggles, you know. And it's as you get better, you know, you may try to caliber up to, you know, you may go from talking to people at the restaurant or at the bar or whatever that you're talking to, and you may caliber up to the doctors or the dentist or something. And over the years, it's just, as your comfort level gets stronger, then you're always still afraid of talking to that next level of person. And as long as you're still growing, then you're still on the right track. But you're still always going to feel some level of discomfort. So I guess what I'm going to say is, if you're not uncomfortable, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why we're still where we are today. Maybe that's why we're not millionaires yet. That we've spent too long being comfortable. Maybe it's time to just say, F it. F that comfort zone, you know? Maybe it's time to break free and to find your inner beast, your inner whatever, and to just push through that, because I know the terror feeling. I get it. I totally get it. I know the discomfort that feels like terror, but it's not terror for real. You're just uncomfortable. You're not in danger. You're just uncomfortable. But if you push through it, who knows what would happen? You know? So anyway, I'm going to close this with this. Here's my offer. The first 10 people by Friday, this Friday, it is 11:44 my time. By Friday midnight-ish, my time, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to not only give you a free course for, I'll put the link in here afterwards, but it's basically, cause I'm a project manager, and it's kind of like a project manager organization kind of skills meets universal law kind of course. So it's kind of a fun course. I think you'll enjoy it. It is worth, gosh, I can't remember. I think it's at least $297 value. I will give you that course for as long as you stay an active customer and meeting the criteria. But additionally, if you will spend 10 hours a week building a business for yourself, so even if you're just a customer, you're going to get the course. No strings on the business side. The customer, you'll get a course as long as you stay active. But if you will commit to 10 hours a week, now if you break the 10 hours, you've broken the covenant and it's done. Done. But as long as you will spend 10 hours a week, and I will monitor this because you'll be spending it more or less with me. I'll show you how we track it. But building your business toward your successful future, learning leadership skills, management skills, and figuring out how. I'm trying not to swear too much. how to get the future you want. Let me just put it that way. Because I don't know what future you want. Everyone's goal is different. You may want 200 a month. You may want 500 a month. You may want 500 a week. I don't know. I can show you based on your specific goals, what you need to do to get where you need to be based on your goals. And if you choose to do it or not is up to you. It's up to you. But I can show you how to get there. And I will. This is my commitment to you. As long as you give me those 10 hours a week. And when I say give me, I mean you give yourself and you prove to me that you've done it. I will lock arms with you and I will not let go of you until you decide and you tell me that you give up and you don't care anymore. You just don't care. Because as long as you care about your future and you want to do this and you want something better for your future, you know, maybe you want to pay a car bill, electric, you want to help, you know, with the rent, the house payment, whatever. Maybe you want to take a cruise. I don't know. Whatever it is you want. You want to travel. You want, oh my God, this is me. I want to travel. I want location freedom. I want time freedom. I want choices. I want options. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be able to sleep in if I choose to. And I want to wake up when I want to. I mean, that's totally it. And I want to be able to help people. That's what I want. What do you want? If you want something in your future, if you don't want anything, if you're not willing to work, then I can't help you. I can't, because you have to be willing to help yourself. And that's the hardest thing, my hardest lesson that I've ever had to go through. Over my 30 plus years in this industry, the hardest lesson I had to learn was that some people, they actually just are happy wallowing in their misery. They think they want something, but they don't want to do anything about it. And I spent some time there, so I'm not judging those people, but I've learned to recognize them. It makes me a little bit sad, but the reality is I can't save people who don't want to be saved. But the good news is, if you're ready, and if you'll give those 10 hours a week. Now, if it's 9 hours one week and 11 hours one week, I'm not going to be like crazy, but 9, 10, 11, 10-ish hours a week. Let's do this. I've got a spot for 10 people. I will dedicate myself to making you a success. And I mean that. I don't say that very often, but I mean that. I'm looking for my leaders right now. I'm looking for leaders. If you don't want to lead, then let me know you want to be a customer. And I will be so grateful for you as a customer. But if you're ready to be a leader, and if you're not a leader yet, that's great, because I'll teach you. But I'm looking for the leaders. And as a project manager, that's really one of those things that you need to know is as you climb the career ladder, it's really smart to get into something like network marketing, where you can pay very, very small prices and do something, get your leadership skills in something like this, build a small residual income or a big one, and gain massive leadership skills. And then your day job, you can climb your corporate ladder as you build your future fortune at the same time. There's no reason why you should hold yourself back from either or. You don't have to make that choice. You can do everything. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I love my day job. I actually do. So I don't have a retirement, and this is my retirement plan. And I love doing this because I'm meeting so many people, building relationships. I'm helping other people. There's so many things that in my life were missing that aren't missing anymore. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm here, and I'm going to help you if you're ready. So first 10 people, you can be a customer for that. Stay active and get the free course. That's totally fine. If you're willing to dedicate the 10 hours in addition, then, and so by the way, I think I don't know if I said this, the stay active, you can be active. This is crazy. This is crazy. This company is so level playing field. They want everyone to win. They want everyone to win. You can be active for as little as $10 to $12.95 a month. There's no excuse. No excuse. None. That you cannot do this. Because honestly, if you say you can't do this for some reason, I'm sorry, it is just an excuse. So at least be honest with yourself and me and just say, I'm not interested, and that's okay. Because it's not for everybody, and that's good. Because we don't have time for everybody. But the products are great. And if you're interested in the products or have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. But I'm going to let you go. I look forward to meeting my leadership team. God, I'm so excited. Please respond quickly because I'm anxious and I want to meet you. I hope I already know you. I hope I have 6 people in mind that I'm hoping will respond to this. And I hope that you're the ones that step up. But if you're not, that's okay. Maybe you'll step up later. And whoever it is, I promise you, if you come out of the blue and I didn't even know you existed and you tell me you're ready, I am going to take your arm and I am going to walk with you. I will invest in your success because I don't succeed if you don't succeed. That's how this works. Okay. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.